Joe Concha is here to react, and Joe blaming President Trump for a war that didn't unfold on his watch. Is a new one. What do you make of this?
Well, here we are, Carly. It's almost 13 months since Donald Trump was in power, right? And he's still living rent-free in the minds of those who get paid to talk about world affairs on TV, right? Like Whoopi Goldberg and Chuck Todd, where Chuck Todd says, I don't buy that it wouldn't have happened. Well, 4 years went by, and it literally didn't happen. And as usual, there's a disconnect with the sentiment of a solid majority of the American people, right? Here are the facts. Under Trump, ISIS went from being one of our top threats to almost non-existent. North Korea went out from carrying out nuclear missile tests over Japan and threatening the U.S. with said nukes to halting testing and no longer issuing threats towards us. And Russia, under Trump, didn't invade neighboring countries as it did under Obama-Biden when it invaded Georgia and annexed Crimea. So you have to wonder if the debacle of that Afghani withdrawal of U.S. forces had anything to do with Russia being emboldened here with Ukraine. Obama-Biden, by the way, also initiated that infamous U.S.-Russian reset, complete with that big reset button that Secretary of State Hillary Clinton handed to her Russian counterpart, Sergei Lavrov. So
it's going great.
Remember
so far.
that thing? Yeah. And it was Timo Biden, Obama and Biden, who mocked Mitt Romney for declaring Russia being our biggest geopolitical foe during that presidential debate in 2012. So when you add it all up, bad things happened under Obama and Biden. They stopped happening under Trump. And for the media to say, well, this would have happened anyway under Trump, ignores 2017 to 2021.
Yeah. We can go with Biden. St. Patrick's Day is only a few days away. Look at Joe, all joking aside,
Irish.
On TV.
What concerns me the most about this is less about Trump, and it's more about the disastrous consequences of the Biden foreign policy, if you can at least call it that, and the media's lack of informing the American public about what he's doing, not only to our country, but to the world. Do you think that will change as the midterms draw closer and closer? Because I don't think it will.
Probably not, no. And look, again, I talked about the disconnect between media and what people are saying and feeling on the ground. And HarrisX shared a poll with Newsweek, and it found that 42% of voters said that Trump's policies are more to blame about Russia invading Ukraine. 58% blame Biden, including 66%. So two-thirds of independents blame Biden for this Ukraine invasion of Russia, an insidious invasion, and only one-third blame Trump. So that's what we're talking about here. But the most telling part of this poll, guys, was that 69% of those responding said that we absolutely need to be more energy independent here at home and stop depending on Russia so much. And that's a disconnect, actually, between this administration, the Biden administration, and Democrats in Congress and on the Hill right now. So disconnect. That's the theme of this segment.
There's bipartisan support for the oil and gas issue at a time when there's barely bipartisan support for anything.
At least the American people seem to get it, even if the media is not telling them. Joe Concha.
Joe Concha, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.